Hello everyone. This is Tenci with another Diva transformation. Today, because spring is right around the corner, we will be doing another charger. Now, these are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need some flowers, a charger, a placemat, image of the diva, some fabric, a scissors, some glue sticks, a glue gun, some hair, some Mod Podge, and some pink gravel. Let me begin by saying this, that I am so grateful for those of you who attended my first crafting class on Zoom on Saturday. Thank you for participating, and I look forward to seeing more of you participate in the future. We do have a class that's coming up on Saturday, March the 12th, and it's going to be from 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to be doing hats. Now, a lot of you have asked for me to show you how to do the hats, and this is when I'm going to be doing those hats. So please don't miss it, because I am going to be showing you how to make these hats effortlessly. If this is your first time viewing my channel, I say welcome. I am so glad that you're here. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please also turn your notification bell on so that you know every time I upload new videos. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do for this tutorial, we are going to glue the placemat which I've cut, and we're going to glue it to the charger. I've had to cut actually I used the other piece that I cut from this on another project. So I thought this will add a nice little some texture to the placemat, and also it would be something that we could cover the interior of the charger with. So let's go and glue this down. So I'm just going to take my hot glue. Remember, hot glue is really hot, so please be careful. And I'm just going to glue the parts, the middle part as well as the outer part of the charger. Make sure that it's like smooth, like a smooth finish. So I'm going to just continue to glue. I'm going to just add another glue stick. And I'm just basically just going in the interior and around the edges of the charger to make sure that it's securely glued to the charger. And I'm just going to make sure that it's secure. And that way, nothing will be moving. So this part is pretty much finished. Just making sure that all the edges are glued. And so this is what it looks like. So then I am going to take the Diva because I want to see where exactly I would place her on the charger. And so I've kind of cut it a little bit so ahead of time so that we could save on some time. So this is what she'll look like. All right, so now we could work on her outfit. So I'm just going to put hair, and I forgot to add the bling. So I have some bling available that when it's finished, her outfit is finished, we could just do her jewelry. So I want some of the green to show. This is the fabric that I have. And I want to be able, because it's springtime, right? So I want to be able to see some of the greens and the yellows and everything else that comes along with this. So I'm just going to use the majority of this fabric. And so I'm just going to glue this part down to her. So I'm just going to make a couple lines of the hot glue to where I want the fabric to be. And so here we have the fabric. I'm just going to fold just so that she could have like that nice finish look to her outfit. So I'm going to just turn her over. And then I'm just going to glue the fabric to the image. And that's it. And that way we won't have any, we won't see the ends. This is what she'll look like. And then we'll do the other side. So this is spring. She has a spring outfit with the spring colors, as well as she'll have like a little off the shoulder type outfit. So I'm just going to also glue this section down. Just so that we could keep everything looking nice and neat. And we won't see those like edges, loose edges. And I hope everybody is doing well today. I don't know if you could hear the wind outside, but it's pretty breezy over on my side today. So I hope everybody is doing well, getting ready for spring. And here we have all right, so this is pretty much what she looks like. I'm just going to finish up this side, and then we are ready. So just glue in this piece and we are set. That's enough glue. So I want to make sure that it's glued. Her outfit is glued to the image of the Diva. So just make sure that you cover all the bases. So this, all right, so she is ready. So that was pretty quick. I think that the thing that would take the most time is the hair. And I'm going to try and make it as fast as I can. I'll show you in starting how I start, and then you could refer to some of my other videos so that you could see the details, just because I want to keep the videos as short as I can. And this was a kind of lengthy project. This is going to be a lengthy project today, so I want to keep it as simple as possible. All right, so we are finished with gluing down, and I want you to take a look. When I cut the placemat, you may see like some stray pieces. Well, we're going to remedy that by putting like flowers around. So we'll place the diva where we want her to go, and then we will figure out what we will do with that. So that will be the last thing that we do. So now I'm going to work on her hair quickly. This is the gravel. This is what that comes in for, to fill up those little sections around the charger. And it'll be on this side because this is all going to be hair on this side. So let's do that quickly. Let's work on her hair before I glue her. It's easier to work from here than it is to work with her on the charger. So what I'm going to do, I think I want her to have an updo. So by the time we're finished, or maybe it depends, but it wouldn't matter right now because the way how I'm going to glue her hair, it really wouldn't matter if I decide to go upward or if I decide to let them stay down. So I'm going to start by gluing hair around her edges. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I usually try to make sure, like the edges, around the edges, that the hair is thin and it's glued and it's neat, because that's what people will be looking at. So this is what it looks like. This is the top piece. And so what I'm going to do is just take the tip of it and then just add it to the image. And I just need to cut off this excess little pieces that are just straggling along. So I just put a dab of glue, and then I just gently apply some pressure to the hair, and voila, it's done. But actually I may have to cut. Okay, and let's see how I'm going to do this, because I think this hair comes like two. So let me, and if you see a glue mark, don't get too overly concerned about it, because we could always cut it or we could paint it. So I wouldn't be too concerned. Just try to be as neat as you can. And that's just basically the name of the game. Just try to be as neat as you can. So sometimes you may have to cut as you go. So I'm just adding some more glue. And then just apply a little pressure, taking away any excess glue that I may see, because I don't like glue marks. And see how this hair comes? It's pretty, it's pretty, but it also, you could use two. You could cut them in half. And I just want it to be full, so I'm going to just keep it the way how it is. The hair to be full. I want it to have like a full look. So that's why I'm not cutting mine. But if you have another style in mind, you can cut yours. Let me just lift this up, turn it around so that you could actually see what she's looking like so far. So this is what she's looking like. I see a little glue spot here. That will be remedied real quickly. But I'll wait until I'm finished with the rest. So I just keep going up her hairline. Just a little dab of glue. And then, voila, apply a little pressure. And that's it. I give it like a couple seconds before I actually add a little pressure so that I don't see a lot of glue marks. And then I keep going. Keep traveling up her hairline with the hair and the glue, hot glue. And as you can see, as we're going upward, you're seeing this is what she's looking like. So when we put it on the charger, we are going to have to add some more hair. But this is the first part of that. Again, I'm just going to apply a little dot and then just apply a little pressure and voila, it's done. So that way, if I want to let her hair down, it can. If I want to put it up in an updo, I can also do that as well. So then I'm going to add just a few more pieces to cover this area. Add a little pressure and voila. Because this is 3D, we want to make sure that we have good coverage so it looks more realistic. This is how I like my art to look realistic. And so we'll turn her around and see if we have to add anything else. So I'm just cutting away any hair that seem to be like strays. Ah, oh my goodness. Hey, wait for me. Wait, well, let me cut it. Okay. All right, sometimes that happens. We just move. So this is what basically she looked like. By the time she's glued to the canvas, I'm going to add just a few more pieces of hair to give it that fullness. So let's see what she looked like as she's placed on the canvas. I mean, on the charger. Okay, so here she is on the charger, and this way we'll be able to determine if we need to add some more hair, just to make it look fuller. So I'm going to just cut this part just a little bit down to the bottom. I'm not going to cut it too much because I want her to have that length. Okay, so this is what she would look like, her hair on the charger. So I will glue this part to the charger so it makes it seem like she has a full head of hair. So we could do that. And then the only thing that we have to worry about is this side of the charger where we have to fix the parts that are like looking a little ruffled. So let's fix her hair and glue her to the canvas, and then to the charger. I keep saying canvas. And then we'll be able to see what else we need to add. So I'm just going to glue her to the charger. And I kind of want some of her hair to just hang to the side. So I'll begin by gluing this part. I'm going to start from the top and then work my way down. So I'm just going to turn her around and I'm going to glue this part to the charger, hair and all, to the charger. Just making sure that it sticks and it stays in place. And then I'm going to also make sure that the hair now stays in place. So I may have to add just a few more pieces of the hair because I'm seeing like some places that doesn't seem so like hair is missing, and we don't need that. So we're just going around cutting what needs to be cut because it's all about neatness. And sometimes the placemat may unravel, so you want to make sure that those pieces are glued. So I'm just going to continue to glue the Diva to the placemat. And just making sure that she's glued to the charger. Making sure she's glued. Did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, we have to fix this. This is where the gravel will come in handy. So we have to fix that part. All right, so let's just finish up her hair. And then we can move on to the other part. This is what she looks like. Okay, we're just adding a few more pieces of hair to the top part of her head. So it will seem a little bit more full in that area. I'm going to just cut this piece off so that I could have a neater look. And so basically I'm just putting a little bit of glue on in this area and then apply a little pressure. And then I'm going to do just a few more pieces. Cover her forehead just a little bit. So apply a little pressure and that's it. By the way, I got this hair at Amazon, and I think they were like $7 a pack and you get well, actually, so we're doing the finishing touches of her hair. I'm just kind of cutting away straggle ends. And this is what I'm going to keep her hair at a nice length. Maybe I may cut it down just a little bit, but not much, because I want her to have like length to her hair on the charger. So I'm just cutting away like little strays and making sure that the hair covers the glue. And then I'm going to these pieces here. I like the way how they look, like you see in, like she's having like some of her hair, it kind of like cover her eye a little bit. I like that, so I'm going to just keep that formation and just glue these pieces down. Yeah. So that's it for the hair. So I do have a couple pieces of flowers, carnation flowers, that I can put in her hair, like so. I could glue that, or I could possibly, I think I like the flower glued in her hair. It's springtime. I love her. I'm loving her. So I think I'm gonna leave the flower. I'm gonna glue it in this area right here. And then what I am going to do, I'm going to take the pink gravel and I'm going to place it around the edges of the charger. So that's the last thing that we're going to do. So I'm going to start it by showing you what I'm doing, and then I'm going to, just for the essence of time, finish it up, and then you'll see the final product. So I'm going to glue this down. That way she has her flower. And then I'm also going to glue some of this hair down a little bit, so that whomever purchases her, they don't have to worry about the hair moving all over the place. And then I'll do the same thing to the bottom as well, in this little section. That way they won't have to worry about the hair moving. Some of it will move and then others won't. So it creates more of that 3D feel. So the last thing that we are going to do, and you can see her, the last thing that we're going to do is I'm going to put the gravel around, the pink gravel around this part of the charger, just to give it that little finishing touch, and so it doesn't look so raggy. The placemat, as you could see, right in this area, it's starting to unravel a little bit. This will cut that down. All right, still cutting. All right, I'm going to use some Mod Podge. And I'm going to show you how I do this. So all I'm doing is putting a generous amount of the Mod Podge around where the charger meets the placemat. And then I'll put the gravel on top. I'm going to work in sections so that everything stays and in one area and that it's neat. So make sure you put a generous amount of Mod Podge. And that way it sticks. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do again is just make sure. And the Mod Podge just helps that the gravel goes on clear. So, well, let me put a little bit, and that way I'll have more control. I think I like the way it's looking with the pink gravel. The pink gravel adds a nice little touch. So there's all kinds of things that you could use to decorate your charger. Give it a little different look. You know, you want to make your craft more or less different from everybody else's. And so you think of ways to give it that extra, you know, look that the other crafters are not doing. We all have our unique styles, and that's what I love about crafting, that I could come up with my own designs and own ideas, but I could also build off of other people's ideas. And then you come up with your own creative way of doing what they have done. Because that's what all crafters do. They look at other people's stuff, ideas, and then they think about their own ideas. And we build upon each other's ideas. And that's what it should be. So I'm hoping that you are having a good time. We're getting ready to wrap this tutorial up because we're just about finished. I'm going to use my heat gun and just finish up this project so that you could see the finishing touches of it. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you will be missing out on some of these ideas. Please join me for my crafting class on Saturday. We are going to be taking crafting to another level. I'm going to show you some tricks and tips on how you could achieve some of the things that you see me do in my creations. I don't mind sharing. And so if you want to take your crafting to another level, please join me during my crafting classes. It's a tiny fee, but the information that you are going to receive will be worth your while. I promise you, it'll be worth your while. So please join me on Saturday, March 12th, Eastern Standard Time, and at 11. And I will see you there. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so, as well as share and tell others about my channel. So thanks so much for your support, and thanks for joining me today. And until next time, I will see you. So here's the finished product. Can you tell that spring is in the air? Look at that. Beautiful. Spring is here, y'all. So here she is, sitting right on her stand. I wanted to take like a little look at the details. She's not completely dried yet, but this is the final result. Look at how long her hair is. She is ready to be sold.